4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Bucs at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's
into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
So now then, the big loss sets up 2nd and 19. Now Jackson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Flushed out right. He's got him in. Complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point put through by Succo, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson going to run, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back in the 40 at the 39. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's the option. Running right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Akeem Hicks, he would not be denied there. He sticks him for the loss. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Dobbins going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, There's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 66. All right, here we go.
To throw, it's Brady. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Hey, ball 66.
Brady now on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Shadow.
Brady to throw again. It's caught. Smith. And I'll tell you, the effort's sensational, but he may have come up a foot or so short of the line he needed. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
72.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we'll reach halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you a start slowly across I-4 Orlando. They're standing by as Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Brady. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he can make anything happen.
And his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, and even 19 miles an hour. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And then this extra red where you've got a right-handed quarterback looking left and throwing it pretty far down the field.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Flush to his right. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Leonard Fournette from 3 yards out. And the Bucs have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point put through by Sucker. And the lead is now 21-14. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Jackson on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Tampa. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Jackson. He finds Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He's one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Regular.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Check it, reload!
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead. backup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. Here's Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And 5 yards. Not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Throwing, Jackson. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Well, that throw by Brady, incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady going to throw here. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Brady to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope that the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
You never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to lock it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for the Buccaneers, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face